Hey everybody, welcome back to B-Dubs Disc Golf. We are at Bethel Disc Golf Course in Winston Salem. It's a little hidden 9-hole gym tucked away in the woods at Bethel Methodist Church. So if you do come out and check it out, please be respectful of restricted hours because it is right next to a church. But it's a cool little course and it's hidden. Matter of fact, I often forget about it, so thought I'd do a quick video about it and show you this 9-hole course. Cool. Hole number 1, down through this corridor, downhill to the right, par 3, 280 feet. It's probably a forehand, but we're gonna go 2 off the top, and we're gonna start off with PA 5, Michael LaVisca, Doctor of Smooth PA 5. All right, that got super lucky. I'm also so in another video, I talk about my Prodigy membership club box in which I got an M3 test run 2.0. It's a different plastic. I don't know what's going on, but I love it, and I love the way it flies. So I haven't tried it forehand, so let's give it a try forehand. I don't like it forehand. And downhill. I'm gonna lay it up because I got too many trees. There we go. All right, easy par. Looks like they're doing some work out here, but this is hole 2, and it looks like they have a temporary tee pad. Tee pad actually used to be across the creek, but it looks like they're doing some work. This hole, par 2, I actually don't see a sign, so I don't know what the distance is, but you got to go down this corridor through the trees and up the hill, and the basket's to the right up on the hill. I'm going to go FX3. I'm going to forehand this. Too straight. That was what you call got way too much of it, too much disc. I'm going to try a different disc. Strider. And that was too much ante. Well, that's an example of where I should have measured the distance because I used way too much disc for this hole. I'm way past the basket. So I'm gonna go with my distortion, see if I can't get it through the trees and hopefully right up to the basket. And I hit a branch. I got a lot of trees in front of me, but I'm gonna go for it. See if I can't hyzer this puppy into the basket. Oh! Beautiful tree kick for a par save. That was wonderful. Sweet. We're at basket number 3. It says it's 258 feet, par 3. I'm going to go with test run, Prodigy M3. Hoping it goes pretty much straight and with a little bit of finish on the left. So I have a feeling that these signs are not correct because I went way past the basket and there's no way I threw my M3 300 feet. So I said it last hole, feel free to remind me for the next hole. I'm gonna need to laser this puppy. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna laser it now. Yep. So, hole 3, according to my Go Sport V Pro, it's about 190 feet away, so way too much disc. Which means I should have went with my P Model OS because I do want it to hyzer a little bit. Yep, and that is right next to the basket. All right, so here's a little lesson for you if you do decide to come visit a Bethel disc golf course in Winston-Salem, which again is a fun course, a little hidden gem. Signs are not accurate. Signs are not accurate, not even a little bit. This one was like 70 feet off, so 60 or 70 feet off. Even though this was not my original throw, I'm going to call it a birdie and blame it on the sign. We are at basket 4. We got to go down this little pathway. There's a creek on the right, which I'm pretty sure is OB, and the basket is to the left. The sign says that it is 341 feet, par 3, but because I know I learned my lessons, I'm going to laser it, and I get 252. So I get on basket number 4, 252 feet, which is about 90 feet off from the sign. All right, so basically I'm gonna go with my Joker M2. Who was this by? Hancock, Joker of Trees Signature Series. Nice. M2, make sure it doesn't go into the creek and hyzers out to the left. Oh, that was not good. It's weird, I don't mind when I grip lock, because that was a grip lock. It doesn't make me angry like early releases do. So distortion, upshot. That'll do. One of the things that I'm very happy about are my upshots. I don't know if it's the best part of my game. So one of the nice things about having a good upshot is that you're always guaranteed you're going to have some bad shots off the box, whether it's a grip lock, early release, God forbid. And so the question is, can you get yourself into a situation to save par? So I actually love practicing upshots, and I'll have to do a video where near my house I practice upshots around 100 feet or so, because it's super important. Because even though that was a horrible shot off the box, still easy par. Basket number 5, the sign says it's 250 feet. I can't laser it because it is over this hill, down the hill in the gully, but I do know that the basket is curving to the right and is down in the gully to the right. So it would not shock me if it was 200, 250. So I'm going to go with the F7 and hope that it's the right disc. And whether it was the right disc or not, I did not throw it well. I'm just curious. I'm going to throw my PA5. Curious where my PA5 landed. So I'm going to play my F7. I'm going to later see where my PA5 went. Drop. I think that'll be okay. Here is my PA5, and there's the basket, which is still circle 2. So I'm going to say that the F7 was the right choice. Now granted, even though I think the F7 was the right choice, I did not throw it well. And that's not the disc's fault. Basket number 6. The sign says par 4, 352 feet. I need to go down this corridor over this little hump, and the basket's a little bit to the left. I'm gonna go with my Rip It F3 because I don't think I need a lot of hyzer, and I actually would like this to go straight for a while. So hopefully this will do what I like it to do. Oh. And cardinal sin, early release. So this is an example where distances matter. And so even though I like this course, I'm gonna have to take some stars off because of the distances. If I didn't have this tree in my way, I could jump putt. Go for jump putting this shot because I'm actually not that far away. So I early released an F3, got through the woods, and I'm still not that far away. So that makes me believe that the distance on this par 4 is suspect. So notice where my putter is. And you saw the putt. I didn't put that much into it. So there's no way that this was a 350 par 4 distance hole. But since they call it a par 4, I'm calling it a par 4, so I'm giving it a birdie.
A man has the right to change his name to whatever he wants to change it to. And if a man wants to be called Muhammad Ali, God damn it, this is a free country. You should respect his wishes and call the man Muhammad Ali.
His mama named him Clay. I'ma call him Clay.
Mama called him Clay, so I'm gonna call him Clay. They say it's a par 4. It's a par 4. Just in case you play this for the first time, there's hole 6. So after you play it, you go away from the houses to the left, come down this trail through this little cattle gate, and there is the next tee box for basket 7, which is going to be very downhill and likely very muddy because it has been raining. I do like Bethel. My other knock on the course is its drainage. So you want to be careful if you know it's been raining, come out here. This hole in particular, this basket, number 7 in particular, is just going to be muddy, muddy, muddy. So we are going downhill. To the right is a creek. It is OB. It is OB to, I actually think it's OB to the right of these little signs here. Could be wrong about that. But I'm going to laser it and see what the distance is. It is 270 feet, but my rangefinder tells me it plays more like 234. So I think I'm gonna go putter. I do not want to go right, so I'm gonna use my P-Moto OS. Also, I'm throwing downhill, which means I'm likely to automatically put a little bit of ante on it, so I want some stability. I think that'll be okay. So far, we've got 2 knocks on Bethel. The signs and the distances are not accurate, and the drainage of the course, which is, I don't know how much I blame the course on that. And you put disc golf courses where you can, and it's still a good course, but although it's not their fault, you may not like the fact that it gets muddy after rains. Some people also complain about the tee boxes being a little bit short. I actually don't mind that. Well, part of it is because I have a short walk up anyway. The tee box cardinal sin for me is when they're too skinny. I do not like skinny tee boxes. So we have an elevated basket, and right now I am standing in mud. So let's see how this goes. Oh, I actually really liked how that came out of my hand. Another potential area of confusion on this course. Hole 5 is to the left, hole 8 is to the right, and the paths actually cross. So when you go from hole 4, you will go over the bridge, which I showed you earlier, cross past hole 8 to hole 5. And now that we're here, we're going to now go to hole 8 and crisscross. So here's hole 8, and then last time we walked past hole 8 to go to hole 5. And we are going to go through this hallway, and the basket is over the ridge and to the right. So it's PA5 time. We want to go through this gap, and head to the right. So Dr. Smooth, PA5. I think that might be perfect. So as I said, over the ridge and to the right, down the hill. Could not have asked for a better landing spot or a nice tap-in birdie. Here at basket 9, another par 4. The sign says it is 465 feet. We have another quasi-elevated basket. We just basically need to go uphill through this gully and meander a little bit to the left. But I am going to laser it. I laser it at about 420, which, considering it's not super off, and sometimes my hand gets shaky, so I'm actually going to believe the sign this time and say that we're about 465 feet out, 450 give or take. No matter what, I can't reach it in one, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm going to give it a shot. It is D4 time. So overthrew it, tried to kill it, and as a result, slipped out of my hand. Just out of curiosity, Kittyzilla, H7. Man, that is understable. Here's a little tip. When you know you're not going to get there in one, there's just no reason to kill the disc. It just doesn't make sense. And it's a tip that I ignore way too much. Good roll. Now I'm shooting 3, which is ridiculous. Pretty far out. Circle 2 maybe edge of circle 3. I'm still going to jump putt it because I know I can get close to the jump putt and maybe even make it. But when you know you're not going to get to the basket in one, there's no need to kill it. Matter of fact, I didn't even need to throw my D4, even though I've been throwing it well lately. I'm not mad at that. I'm just mad at overthrowing it. So par 4, but at that distance, it really should have been a birdie. So there are 2 more holes out here, but I have no idea how far they are, and I cannot find the distance on UDisc. So I'm not going to include them in my tally because I'm actually curious how I haven't played Bethel in a long time, so I'm actually very curious to see how I played today compared to past Brett. So we'll just keep it at 9, but these 2 are just sort of bonus baskets for funsies. So we're going through this corridor. We got a very sharp left uphill. I need this disc to go left, so we're gonna go Ezra Robinson F1. Early release day. The daffodils are blooming, aren't they pretty? We'll try not to step on them. Early release day. Oh my gosh. It was the daffodils. I blame the daffodils. Oh, just a little bit to the... This weird trail coming from the 10th hole. So I'm just going to follow it and see where it goes, closer to the houses. It looks like a temporary basket, or maybe this will be the basket. We have a red basket down the way. I actually don't know how far it is. I guess I could laser it. Shoot, I'll laser it. So my rangefinder says it is 180 feet away. I don't think I've thrown my white PA2 all day today. So 180 feet, we're gonna go with Gamera and see how we do. These extra holes are not doing it for me. Look at where my PA2 landed. Can you imagine how sad I would have been if I did not find Gamera? I'm definitely gonna need to put my name and number on that sucker. So that's it for Bethel Disc Golf Course. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching. If you see me on the course, feel free to say hi. I always love it when you guys say hi. Seeing a couple of you around town and around the Triad area, it's just awesome. So thank you for the support. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you're ever in the area and you want to play a quick hidden gem of a 9-hole course, check out Bethel Disc Golf Course here in Winston-Salem. I'll try to remember to put a map of the course up so you get a sense of kind of where it is. But if you have UDisc, just put in Bethel. Have a good one.